Hey everybody, this is Rob Bruner at Valtenson Bruner Financial Planning, and this is another one of our Social Security questions. And the question today is, am I eligible for Social Security benefits as a spouse? As many of you know, Social Security does have spousal benefits, and we're going to cover that and answer that question today as part of our Confident Financial Future education series. We're going to go through this flow chart. And as we do, I'm going to use my highlighter to kind of draw through the answers here. So we're going to start here at the beginning, and we're going to ask which situation describes you. Now, in the situation where your spouse has passed away, we're going to use a different flow chart, and we did do a video for that one that's going to talk about survivor benefits. The next spot is we're going to look at it and we're going to say, are currently married and have no prior marriages. If we look at that scenario, we're going to look at it and we're going to say, is your spouse entitled to Social Security based on their work record? In most cases, that answer is going to be yes. If it is no, you're not going to be eligible for spousal benefits if your spouse is not eligible for Social Security. But in most cases, your spouse is eligible, so that answer is going to be yes. Are you 62 or older? If we answer no here, then we're going to go over here and we're going to say, do we have a child collecting dependent care benefits that's yours and your spouse is under age 16? If that answer is yes, and this is not a common situation, and you have been married for at least a year, then we're going to look at, can you collect on your own work history? If that answer is yes, then we're going to look at the possibility of obtaining 50% of your spouse's benefit. Now, I will say, that's probably a pretty uncommon scenario. So we're going to talk more about the more common scenarios here. So you're currently married and have no prior marriages. Your spouse is entitled to Social Security based on their work record. You are 62 or older, been married for at least a year. And now the question is, can you collect benefits on your own work history? So a spousal benefit can be used if you don't have any Social Security work history or if you just have a small amount of work history. So if the answer here is, can you collect benefits on your own work history? If that answer is yes, then you can collect 50% of your spouse's benefit or your own, whichever is greater. Now, if you don't have a work history, then you can collect up to 50% of your spouse's benefit. So the more likely scenario is you do have a work history. So this answer is yes. And then we're going to look at it and see, in that situation, is your own retirement benefit going to be higher than 50% of your spouse's benefit? And that's kind of the big question. Is my own personal retirement benefit going to be higher than 50% of my spouse's? And there are some situations where you can, as a couple, decide maybe the lower earning spouse will claim benefits early, maybe the higher earning spouse will delay to increase their Social Security benefit. Now, the other quick scenario here before we conclude is if you have been divorced at some point, did you remarry? Well, if not, then we're going to look at our divorced spouse flow chart, and we did record a video for that too. If you say, did you remarry and are currently married, that answer is yes, then you're going to claim benefits and go back over to this flow chart here, where basically your current marriage is what's going to determine your spousal benefits. So I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions, this is our contact information. Again, my name is Rob Bruner, and my partners in financial planning here at Valtenson Bruner Financial Planning are Larry Valtenson and Eric Young. And you'll see the picture of the group here. The rest of the crew, our assistants in our tax department. We are here to help you make good decisions about your financial future and to help you feel more confident in your financial future. We do full service financial planning. We look at all aspects of your financial plan. Social Security is a big decision for many people in their retirement years. So we want to get that decision right. So again, if you have any questions, please email, please call. We'd be glad to help with whatever we can. Thank you.